What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Say we got 49 in the building. Please hit that like button. Cause I've been working my fingers to the bone trying to get this collaboration going. It's been a long time coming. See what we got in here. Shadow Slayer in the building. Yo. The volume 2. Oh yeah, that volume 3 is coming out soon too. I might be on the lookout for that. Yep, and don't forget about the travel channel, you guys, man. Like, where we at now? 24 more days, and I'm gone. See who else we got in here. Oh, okay. I'll say good looking out, Shadow Slayer. I appreciate it, bro. That's funny you said that, Darren. I'm like, oh man, you goofy. See who we got in here. Oh yeah, man. I ain't seen masculine frame in a long time, man. What's going on, G? Yes, please get them likes up. You know what, masculine frame? I'm thinking about going to Vancouver one of these days too. I used to years ago, man, back in my blue pill days, I used to talk to a girl like over there. Like we still kind of cool to this day. I don't know. I guess since I got my passport now, man, maybe I make that move just to see just to say, just to finally meet her. Oh Lord. Okay then, yeah, because Helga was telling me that. That's what's up. Well, you know what, bandana travels. Everybody ain't for everybody, bro. It is what it is. All right. I'm headed to Barranquilla, man. I'm gonna be in February. I'm gonna be in Barranquilla for all February for Carnival, man. So I've been working on my Spanish. I've been very, very, very busy. Oh yeah, I will, bro. I got like a bunch of different contacts down there, man. People that's been living down there, people that are from there that know English. Like, yeah, man, it's bro, like for real, like y'all need to go, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all might as well just go ahead, bro. Find that link in the chat, bro. Just go ahead and subscribe, bro. Unplugged Traveler. I'm telling y'all right now, bro. Like, I already got content lined up, and I haven't even, bro. This is my first time leaving the country, and I already got content lined up for y'all. Like, I'm talking like beautiful, attractive women that are gonna like show me where to go. Probably gonna end up cooking for me because one of the women that I'm in contact with, her mother is like famous down there for cooking. Like, bro, y'all just don't know, man. I'm geek, bro. Like, I'm geek, man. I'm geek. I'm geek for real. Oh, Alex, what's good, man? Yes, sir. Barranquilla, man. Barranquilla. Oh, for real? Hey, bro, hit me. Hey, masculine frame, bro. Hit me up and let me know, bro. Because like the more the better, bro. Because the more people I can meet down there, the more diverse I can make the content. You feel me? That way I can give everybody a little bit of everything, man. Because I want to get I want to get, bro. I'm trying to give y'all the same kind of content Ace Live gives y'all. Because that's who I'm inspired by. I don't want to just show y'all what everybody wants to see because you gonna see that along the way anyway. I'm like, I wanna show y'all everything, man. That's why I was reaching out, like, you know, cool with some people that are trying to get cool with people that are already down there that are from there. Like this one woman, she speaks like three different languages. She's from Barranquilla, but I'm like, I don't know, she was coming from Spain. I don't know, it's crazy, bro. I'm like, but she know English too. So I'm like, okay, we got some super chats. Let me get caught up, man, because it's thick in here. 73 in the building. Please hit the like button, you guys. About to bring the guest on here shortly. Baruch Israel with the $10 super chat said, "Peace, Rome. My second passport. You're going to love your upcoming trip, man. Boy, man, am I gonna love it, bro? I'm looking forward to it, bro. All I've been doing lately is just working on my Spanish and looking up videos that involve Barranquilla, man. Just you know, like even like trying to look up the history and stuff, trying to learn as much as possible. Like real talk. The masculine frame with the 4.99 um sticker, man. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. Yo, man. Yes, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, man. I want some arepas, some empanadas. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I'm trying to see what that's talking about, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro. It's on the flow, man. I can't wait. And then on top of that, I just found out where I'm staying at is literally like a grocery store and a gym that are like all like within the same vicinity of like where I'm gonna be staying at. So it's like everything is like pretty much like kind of close to me, ain't too far. Like, yeah, like because as long as I know what a grocery store and a gym at, I'm good, bro. Like I'm good. And everything else I'm gonna be doing is pretty much gonna be involved with somebody else that's familiar with the, you know what I mean? So yeah, bro. Like I got some content lined up for y'all, bro. Already, bro. Real talk. It's on the flow, man. Yeah, bro. You know it, bro. Cause real talk, hey, cause you gotta think, I'm like, man, I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I'm not gonna say I will say this. Ace Live, his Spanish is way better than mine, but I mean, I think I can get by a little bit. But I'm in contact with people that know English and Spanish down there. So it's gonna be dope. Like either way, it's gonna be dope, bro. I'm like, but I'm continuing to work on it, man. And hopefully while I'm down there, I'll continue to get better too. Said the land with the $3 super sticker, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Appreciate you subscribing to this, man. Appreciate you guys subscribing to this travel channel, man. Get that popping, bro. You goofy for the $10 super sat. You goofy, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to AB, man. And shout out to him, man, because he waiting on his passport as we speak, my brother. And like, bro, if by any chance you get that before I leave, man, and your end straight, let me know, bro. Yeah, I'm like, unless you just want to wait till March, when I go to Philippines. I'm like, that's what I got lined up for you guys, man. It's gonna be Colombia, Philippines, and Thailand. After that, it's kind of like up in the air. I know one of my subscribers, I still got this, man. I am not forgetting about you, Antonio. I forgot his last name, but his name is Antonio. I got his name written down in front of my computer. I'm looking at it right now. June 19th, 2023, wedding in Colombia. I think he having it in Cartagena. Like you might mess around and see me in Colombia a lot this year. Y'all know how I feel about Colombia, man. So it is what it is, man. Rod M, I'm gonna be in Colombia for the whole month of February. Then I'm coming back in March just to handle some business real quick. Cause license expires, and obviously you gotta at least have an ID. So um I'll come back home, take care of that, and take care of some other things, and then I'm gonna leave back out later on in March, go to the Philippines, and then go to the Thailand in April. Hopefully for the Rolling Loud concert. I'm like, that's my game plan pretty much for the next 4 months. Uh, I'm like, and I leave on the 31st of this month. Yeah, appreciate it. It's in the chat, Mr. Kirk 2019. But yeah, man, I plan on being down there the whole month, man. Okay, let me know, Passport Crew, because I kind of the guy that watched my channel, he did say June 19th, and then my friend that's from Colombia, from Cali, Colombia. She told me she was supposed to be going in August. So that's pretty much my game plan as far as Colombia goes. I mean, everything else, as far as what I like plan on trying to fill in, that'll kind of like, that'll come and go. I don't know. I'm just kind of undecided because I know a lot of people been pushing Brazil on me. So I don't know. We'll see what's going on. All right. Oh yeah, and Shadow Slayer, please do me a favor. Make sure y'all please do me one of my moderators. Please put Helga's channel in the chat for me, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and bring her out. We got 100 watching. Please hit that like button, you guys. Please, 100 watching. Please hit that like button. All right. So we're not gonna waste any much any much more time. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Helga. Helga, you ready? Let me see. Okay. Okay, so I need what 620 to get that 1,000. Okay, good. All right. All right, you guys. Without further ado, let's bring in Helga. Okay, we have somebody new I've never seen in here before. Awesome. Wow, 114. Please hit the like button, you guys. Hi, Helga.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I've been waiting for you. And you
Okay.
make me nervous.
Why? Why would I make you nervous?
I don't know. Did you see that picture behind me? Right there. Do you know who
Uh-huh.
that is?
Huh? Who
Do
is
you know
that?
that? It's Tupac. Hey, I have a huge crush on Tupac, okay? So I have
Oh
to put
wow.
his picture. And I'm
Okay.
surprised you didn't put bandana on.
You know what? I actually don't own any bandanas anymore. Like I used to wear bandanas all the time when I was probably like I want to say like a teenager because that was like those used to be in like 20 years ago, but now not so much.
Yeah, well, maybe
See, look,
bring it back.
nah. See, look, you already got the chat started. Here we go with the pocket jokes now. Oh my goodness, look, it's crazy.
Hey, I heard
Wow.
you going somewhere, something with start with B.
Um, hmm?
You're
Oh,
going
I'm going. Oh yeah, I'm going to Barranquilla, Colombia, January 31st.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I'm going there. I'm gonna be there for the whole month of February for Carnival, and then mid to late March, I plan on going to the Philippines, and then I'm going to Thailand in April.
Ooh, do you have special someone in the Philippines already?
Um, no, no one in particular. But I do plan on meeting up with like a few other YouTubers
Cool.
that probably been on my channel before.
Yeah.
I know as of right now, I'm probably gonna meet up with True Girls. Um, I did a collaboration with them on my channel maybe about a month ago, I think.
Okay. Are
Um,
those the girls that were in group?
yeah, it's like four of them.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I was thinking about probably meeting up with them, maybe shoot some content with them.
Yeah.
And then I know there's another YouTuber, Mike Philippines Journey. He was saying there was some kind of get together.
Oh, him. Yeah.
Um, there was some kind of get together that he was gonna have, and he invited me out to that. So I figured, I might take a look at that and see what that's about as well.
I actually
Definitely,
know that guy.
I definitely want to see the beaches. I really want to see the beaches in the Philippines. I always hear like everybody says the Philippines have the best beaches in the world. So
Yes. Yes. It's
I want
true.
to see that too. Yes, Saints here. Helga is married, you guys. Helga is married.
I'm not
Um,
married.
you're not married?
Not yet.
Oh wow! I thought you
No.
were married.
I'm with someone, but I'm not married.
Oh, okay.
It's the one that they think I'm married is just not true. It's I guess I just respond to trolls comment, right? Because like no matter what you do on YouTube or TikTok, you can never make everyone happy. So I might as well go along with them. I made them believe that I'm married to an old man. And they believe in me because they hate me.
But here's the thing, though. I'm like, it's not that you. It's not. I mean, but the guy that you're with. I mean, I see him on your TikTok, so I don't
Yes.
understand what people. I don't get it.
I don't
It's
know. Some
weird.
people, yeah, it's crazy because they don't even. It's like I always put title on my a lot of my video, and then sometimes when I'm just joking around, I put silly time, and then they really took it seriously because I guess part of my YouTube, I mean TikTok, respond to based on what they ask me, right? And if I will come across hateful comments, instead of arguing with them, I just agree with them to make them hear what they want to hear. That way they can't argue with me. But yeah.
Oh my goodness. So so I get so that because that was gonna kind of lead me to my first question. So I'm like, so like, how did you guys meet, or and how long have you guys been together?
With him right now, I cannot tell you how we met. I will tell you online. I've been with him almost 3 years now, but we've known each other for 3 years. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Um, okay. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 35. I just turned 35.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I'll actually be, well, I'm 37 right now, but I'll be
Okay.
38. I'll be 38 in March, so it's like right
Oh,
around.
okay. You're
Um,
still young.
mm,
Yeah, it is. That's young.
I don't know.
Why don't you take compliments, Jerome?
Oh no, I mean, I mean, it's young, but it's like uh, that 40 creeping around the corner. It's kind of scary.
Nah, don't be scared.
I'm like 40 sound old. I'm like, ugh, 40. It's like, nah, don't let me say that because I got too many 40-year-olds that watch me. They're gonna be like, come on, wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I guess my thing is like when I think about getting older, it's one of those things where it's like I feel like, damn, I gotta work even harder to like try to stay young as possible. I'm like, that's why I be stressing everybody on my channel about working out and stuff. Cause I'm like, I go to the gym 5 days a week.
Oh
And
wow, that's
I
impressive.
used to be really, really, really skinny. Like really, really
Were
skinny.
you?
Like
Okay.
people thought I was sick.
Yeah.
So it was like, because like even like on my travel channel, like I had showed like kind of like a quick transition. Well, what's the transformation as far as like what I looked like 5 years ago compared to now. So
Okay.
yeah.
I
So
mean, if you just keep yourself healthy and exercise regularly and stay away from unhealthy food, honestly, you can keep stay young. And if you
mhm.
end up marrying a Filipina that will make you happy, they will even make you look younger. Just don't let her make a lot of lumpia and adobo.
What is that?
Lumpia, it's a spring rolls. It's a Filipino spring rolls.
Spring rolls.
Yeah. You know when you go to Chinese restaurant, they give you free spring rolls sometimes. That's part of
Oh,
the
okay.
combo. Yeah. We call that
Okay.
lumpia.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And have you heard of the adobo?
Adobo, no,
No?
no.
It's like a traditional Filipino dish.
Oh,
And you must try it. It's really good, especially if you eat it with rice.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Wayne Fear, he said them good wrong. He said my fiance stay making them.
There you
Yeah, yeah,
go.
yeah. I got a few people that watch me that are either married to Filipinas or
Yeah.
already dealing with Filipinas. So yeah,
The
the Philippines. I'm starting to getting a better understanding why the Philippines is really popular. Like I had no idea how popular it was until recently.
well, I
I'm
can
like,
give
I'm,
you
I'm
a
like,
lot of
especially when you popped on the scene. I was like, who? I'm like, who the hell is this? I'm like,
what is she talking about?
whoa. It wasn't so much that what was you talking about? It was more so like, cause us, I'm like, cause when we're watching you, we're kind of like, oh my God, these women are about to be so mad at her. Oh my God, they are
They
not
can
gonna
be
like
mad at me however they want. I'm not even pointing out any name, okay? I'm not pointing out any name. The person who gets mad at me, that means I'm talking about them. If you don't get mad, that means it doesn't affect you. But it affects you, that means you're doing what I'm talking about. I'm not scared because I'm speaking the truth. The truth will set me free.
it. Oh man. Oh my
Hey,
God. I'm so afraid to ask this question.
let's see.
Helga is gonna tell Rome to try balut.
Yes.
What please what but the fact that it's a LOL behind it, I'm like concerned because I don't know these words. So like and I don't want to say anything bad. It's like and
No,
not
it's
know what I'm
okay.
saying.
I can
Okay.
tell I can tell you. They said if you can eat bilat, you can also eat pala. Now I'm just being nasty, okay? I have nasty word. I have nasty mouth. So I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but it's a duck. It's like a fetus duck. It's an egg. It's a duck. I think it's like 17 days old that they boil it and you eat it and then there's fetus duck inside and then when you open it it's really hairy and it's juicy. Juicy. Okay, I'm being you know my mouth so I cannot stop my mouth from being
Duck,
nasty.
duck fetus.
It's a
That's
fetus
what it
duck
is.
and a lot of Filipino are obsessed about it because it's also part of aphrodisiac. I don't know aphrodisiac.
Oh, aphrodisiac.
Aphrodisiac. Yes.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a pass on that. I think I'm, I don't know how I feel about that. That doesn't.
Well, to make you feel better, I've never tried it. Yeah, I've never tried. I don't think I can. I can do it. I can. It's just like it's just too much for me. But
Mm,
I've only tried the juice and apparently it's good. And other than that, I don't think I can do it. Maybe one day, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
mm, yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on that. Got some super chats in here.
Just try.
What White Knight Assassin with the $5 super chat said hit dogs holler. Oh yeah, he was talking about what you said earlier. Yeah, they get in their feelings every time Helga posts. It seems it's hilarious. Uh Happily married man, but this woman is gorgeous. Keep up the good work, wrong. With the $10 super chat from Pharaoh 2025 OG Gaming. Thank you, sir. And that looks like you got my boy. Is that Kratos? I think that's what you got in the profile pic. God of War. All right, man. Appreciate the super chats, you guys. I think I'm caught up. See, we got 158. Please hit the like button, you guys.
Yes,
Got a hundred.
guys, please
Got
hit
a
the like buttons.
let's see, 109 likes, 158 watching. Hit the like button, you guys. Uh, all right. So, um, as far
Jerome,
as okay,
listen,
because here's something that's I've been. Why did you
listen.
go? Please go.
It seems like you're hesitating to ask me question. Maybe you're trying to be careful to see if I'll get offended. Feel
No,
free
it's
to ask any question. I will
okay.
try my best to answer. Because
Okay, cool.
okay, so you don't have to feel like, oh my god, what if she's gonna feel offended? I will try. I'll. Yeah, they said maybe you're nervous earlier. I feel like I was nervous, and now I feel like you're nervous.
Oh nah, no, because I was trying to remember the question I wanted to ask, but I know
Okay,
what I wanted to ask now.
okay.
Um, so because usually I write my questions down, but I was like, I'm like, I'm so busy, Helga, trying to get everything going before I
Yeah,
leave because I'm gonna be
yeah, I
gone
bet.
for it. Like I really don't plan on spending too much time in the States this year. Like that's the
How
goal.
long are? Oh,
Like I just my plan is just literally to like just you know what I
oh,
mean. Like I'm just gonna travel. So before I get started, Dwayne Jackson, $5 super chat says, question for Helga: have you thought becoming a matchmaker for the passport bros? Wow, damn, that's actually a good question.
yep,
Really?
yeah. So
Um,
I'm actually planning on creating a dating website, but my dating website will be different from everyone else. It's going to be unique and it's going to be different. However, I'm trying to do it on my own right now. Um, I don't, I, it's not free. How I do charge because I want to use that whatever I make, I'm gonna use that towards my project. That way, I'm able to help a lot of quality men finding their quality women, and that's why I have to start from there. I have to start just privately rather than having a website because I'm still working on how I'm gonna plan my website. I still have to talk to a lawyer and and a person that can help me build it. And so, yeah, hopefully one day I'm able to launch it.
oh, okay, cool.
Hmm.
All right. So let me see. Oh, okay. I was gonna make sure I was caught up. Baruch Israel, $20 super chat said, turn up, my guy. Yeah, I see y'all. Y'all silly, man. Let me see, man. Hit that like button, you guys. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the Travel Channel too. Uh, yeah, I'm seeing some new faces, man. That's what's up. Bill McClain, he said, match me up with Filipina P. I'm like, we actually gonna be bringing her up a little later, you guys, because I wanted to get Helga's thoughts on this particular video that she posted earlier today. I thought it was very interesting. But let's see, what was my question? I wanted to remember before I asked this question. Oh
No,
yeah,
you
yeah,
good.
yeah. I remember now. I remember now. Yeah. So my question was, so there's this thing, and I was hoping you can help me because I think you probably touched on this on your TikTok channel. So there's this thing where you have some people say that Filipinas, they don't really like black guys like that, but then it's like we see Filipinas like you and other Filipinas, they say different, and it's kind of like, is there like a give and take with that, where there's kind of like some women like they prefer not to, or maybe there's just some women that are open to it, or I mean, like, what are your thoughts on that? Or like, do you have any idea what's real and what isn't?
Yes, I can answer that. I did talk about this in my podcast on my YouTube. I have part 1 and part 2, and I say yes and no. There are Filipinas that are not attracted to black men, and there are Filipinas who are attracted to black men. And so what I said in my podcast, I said that okay, I in the Philippines, if you have dark skin, you more likely to get bullied and criticized. Sometimes or most of the time they will call you names for having dark skin. And also being having dark skin in the Philippines, it's also part of like a status. If you have dark skin, that means you're poor and you work under the sun, or yeah, you're just poor. Because if you are rich, you're able to buy products that can make you white. And I guess that because a lot of Filipina has been bullied a lot growing up, especially if they have dark skin, they don't feel like they don't if they end up having kids, they don't want that to happen to them again. So that's why a lot of this Filipina end up marrying Caucasian, because they would end up having a lighter kid opposed to darker kid. But because they don't want their kids to go through again like being bullied, right? And I understand that. And other than that, there are many Filipinas who are attracted to black guys, because again, in the Philippines, we have a lot of Filipinos who are dark, and a lot of Filipinas are attracted to dark Filipinos. It's just that I guess they we just get a lot of criticism and judgment from our own people if we end up being with black men, because not just because they're black, it's also because black guys are big guys, right? And then sometimes we would feel intimidated by a lot of black men because they're big, and what if what if they could hurt us in many ways, and we don't want that to happen. And yeah, and so yeah, that and now I know that there are a lot of Filipinas who prefer to marry or be in a relationship with black guys rather than Caucasian. But yeah, like Filipinas are very open to dating certain um many types of guys, not just Caucasian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I'm seeing in the chat, I'm seeing in the chat and a lot. I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, I wasn't really, I never realized, that, you know, that you guys were dealing with, colorism in that manner. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Um,
I was bullied growing up for having curly hair.
are you serious?
Yeah, my hair, this is not, well, my hair is, I straighten this part, but like this part here is like wavy. But growing up, I did feel like I had curly hair. And yeah, I was bullied for having curly hair. And I was bullied because my nose apparently like looks like black man. And it really affected me for such a very long time. And when I came to Canada, I realized that whatever they bullied me back in the day, I happened to feel like, you know what, I don't care if they said that. I basically got out from that feeling of insecurity, because when I came here, it's not what I felt from guys, from the man I dated, right? They always say, like, no, there's nothing wrong with your nose. Your nose is so tiny compared to mine. And that made me feel good. And in the Philippines, it's different because we tend to call each other's name in a criticism and judgmental way. And we are used to it, right? For some people, especially foreigners, they might not feel like, oh, it's normal. But for us, it's normal, but we don't realize that it's building trauma to ourselves. And that's why we bring it wherever we go, not unless you're able to cope with your trauma and able to fix yourself. But yeah, like if people will see a Filipina being with uh, a black guy, they will automatically, they will say the word "n" because that's what we use in the Philippines. We say not, not, but we say, can I say it?
Negritos or negros?
We call that negro or negra. We
Uh,
say that, but other the Aitas, the Negritos, we call them Negritos and Negritas. Negritos means tiny black people because they are tiny.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I was gonna say, yep. They already talking about it in the chat. Okay, then. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, I'm like, I've got, I'm actually kind of familiar. It's weird because I'm like, now I'm starting to understand the connection between the um the Spaniards because I'm starting to hear all these. With me learning Spanish, I'm starting to hear words of other languages that sound similar to the language that I'm currently learning. So it's like
Mm.
it's I don't it's crazy.
We
Like
do have a lot of Spanish words in the Philippines. For instance, we Visayan people, people from Visayas and Mindanao, we speak a little bit of Spanish, but not into a sentence. We use uno dos tres as part of accounting, but like for instance, vaso, cuchara, tenedor, plato, chinelas, lamisa, trabajo. We use that.
yeah. See, like I picked up about half of the words you said. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I know trabajo is work. So
Yes.
wow, that's wow. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Like, cause I was actually cause, and shout out to Austin Holloman, which by the way, I don't know. Are you familiar with Austin Holloman?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. You know what? Cause I know he had. Well, I just had an interview with him. He's actually in Brazil right now. He's only 23.
Okay.
So he is in Brazil right now. He's actually about to go to Peru. And I know he had posted because me and him are like in the same travel group and stuff. And I had him on last week, and I know he was saying he wanted to reach out to you. And I don't know how you feel about that, but I know he wanted to collab with you as well.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Okay, so
I
I'll reach out to him and see what's up with that. Well, we'll
I
talk about
prioritize
that
you.
behind the scenes. Yeah, we'll talk
I
about that
I
behind the scenes.
prioritize you with this because I'm actually going away next week, and I
Oh,
promised to myself, like I know I told you, I'm willing to collab with you, and I said to myself, like I went away somewhere last month, and I said when I come back or after New Year, I will definitely collab with you, and here we are.
okay, that's what's up. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Um, let's see, where was she at? Cause this is it's weird. It's crazy. It's so the chat going crazy. Okay, I almost couldn't find her. Now she's in the Philippines. I had her on my channel a few weeks back. She's actually in a long distance relationship with a black man. So
Okay.
and so there are some other Filipinos that watch my channel as well.
That's good. Have you heard of the Filipino, the black guy Filipino?
Oh, Black Filipino TV.
Yeah, you know him.
Yeah.
That's Jay.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I actually did a reaction to his one of his videos recently because there was a black guy who he interviewed that recently got married to a Filipina.
yeah, yeah, I think I've seen it too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like they look happy. And once again, what I like about the interview is that it debunks all of the myths that a lot of the stuff that you talk about on your TikTok channel. I mean, the girl is in school, um, treats him well.
Hmm.
I'm like they treat each other well. Um, I mean, I don't get it. You know what I mean? I'm like, you you
Well,
you know all the nasty stuff that they try to say
yeah.
about y'all, and I really don't like it because it's like, yo, like all of them aren't living the way y'all think they are. Like it's
Hmm.
it's really not like that. I'm like, a lot of these women are actually educated,
Oh
but
yeah, a lot of women are educated in the Philippines. And I guess, yeah, at the same time, we're being bashed by a lot of Western women because they think we're only after a green card. And the thing is, I noticed that for women in the Western world, for them, the word love means money to them. Oh, I will love him if he can offer me money. For us, the word love, that's not what it meant. What we meant for love is if the guy is capable of loving us in a way that he will he's honest to us, loyal to us, faithful to us, will never cheat, because the word cheat is the number one thing that we don't like. All we need is respect us, accept us for who we are, and we don't even care if you work. Well, we do care if you work, but we don't care how much money you make. Money, it's not important for us. What we're looking from you is the kind of attitude that you give to us, because when you will meet us what we want, like if you love us, if you respect us, if you're kind to us, and you're sweet to us and romantic to us, we would love you 10 times more. And that's the thing that a lot of Western women don't understand. We Filipinas don't are not after money for the sake of love. We are after of your attitude.
mm,
Down the Marco. Bang, bang, bang. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
yeah, buddy. I had to because they was asking for it in the chat. I'm like, cause you, I'm like, cause you just dropped some gems. Um, Robin Sanders with the 9.99 super chat says women in the states never cope with their trauma, which is why they blame everything but themselves. Is it safe to ask if women overseas, not UK, coped with their trauma? I guess he's asking you that question.
Um, I guess a lot of people do, especially women, because I know that there's a lot of people in the Western world that are saying that why there's a lot of single mom in the Philippines. And mind you, single mom in the Philippines and single mom in the Western world are separate. Single mom in the Philippines raise their kids without their man. In here, you get in trouble if you're the baby daddy and you don't get yourself involved. You get in trouble from the court. But in the Philippines, the thing is like, for instance, if I marry someone in the Philippines and then we have kids, and then I found out that he cheats or he started drinking or gambling or abusive to us, we don't tolerate that kind of attitude. We would rather not have you in our life rather than have you in our life and you give us a lot of pain and suffering. And that's why we don't care if we're single mom or not, because we're capable of raising our kids alone. And um and then for some ladies, they may be suffering from trauma, and then they realize that, what can I do to have a better relationship in the future? So for them, they would rather that they're single for such a long time. I know there are many single moms in the Philippines that they don't even care if they have men in their life. They don't care. But if they will find a man in their life that will add happiness to their life, then yeah, it's good, and it's a it's great for us. But yeah, some of these ladies, maybe they don't end up finding who they are. That's why they end up staying in their trauma, because I know that a lot of us Filipino experience a lot of trauma in our childhood life, and especially like being in the Philippines, because due to like the society and as well as poverty at the same time, and also like dealing with people who are judgmental, criticizing you and all that. And yeah, a lot of people, they become so negative. That's why a lot of Filipinas I know, they are more likely abusive to their men, not just Filipino but foreigners at the same time. And I know that a lot of foreigners, especially a lot of Caucasian, are submissive to their Filipina wife, because again, they attract who they are, right? Because the amount of trauma they carry in their in themselves, they still carry that until now, and then they're married. So, like for instance, okay, I'll give you an example with myself. I had a lot of trauma because of how I was brought up, how I was you know, like people are criticizing and judging me, especially my family. So it also gave me a lot of not just trauma but a lot of insecurity about myself. And so I ended up being with someone here in Canada, my first boyfriend ever. And I noticed that as we were together, I feel like now I realize that, okay, but back then when I was with him, I didn't realize that. I feel like I was normal, but I was the kind of Filipina girlfriend that I don't mind screaming at him and yelling at him. But I never done that in public. I'm not like that. I was just like a little bit crazy in a way, but not extreme crazy. So I would kind of like shout at him if he doesn't do the thing that I want, not like money wise. If he's not cleaning properly, I get upset with that. And if he's playing a lot of games, I get upset, or maybe shout at him. Or the number one other thing that we Filipina do is tampo. You know, tampo, that's very popular to a lot of,
Yeah,
so,
it's
so
kind of like a form of silent treatment or something
yeah,
like.
silent treatment. So I used to do that, right? I used to do that. And for me, I don't even mind doing that for days, honestly, because that's what we do in the Philippines. We do silent treatment in order to punish you in a way. And I was doing that for a long time while I was with him. But then again, our relationship, it was never toxic. It was never like that, because most of the time I was a good partner. It's just that when I get into my attitude as a Filipina attitude, I will get into like being mean to him. And then now that I'm 35, I did realize a lot of mistakes that I made. And again, I forgave myself because I was young and I don't know any better. And eventually, there's a lot of things happen in my life. And I just realized that, you know what? I think it is time to help to heal myself from all the trauma, because the moment that I don't fix my trauma, it's gonna affect not just my relationship from my family, friends, as well as relationship. And I said to myself, I promised to myself, I don't want to bring that old me anymore. I want to become the person I am, like I want to be, and respect my partner and treat him like he should be treated. And so I educate myself. I've read a lot of books. I've listened to a lot of podcasts about relationship, why you become the person you are, why are you abusive to your partner, why are you mean to your partner. And I realized like, wow, okay, I realized that I did have a lot of trauma growing up, and then I brought that in my relationship, because I've also seen that from other Filipino wife that they love to dominate their husband. All we do is shout and scream at them. And then we expect you to obey us. We expect you to tolerate us. And that's why I keep saying it on my TikTok, do not tolerate crazy women, especially the toxic one. It's okay if she's crazy in a good way, but not in a toxic way. But then again, I was never a toxic, crazy Filipina woman before. I was more like sometimes mean to him in a way, but I say sorry after, right? And that's how I was able to fix my trauma. And I was like, you know, I don't want to be that person anymore. Before when when my partner will ask me about something, I was just like, no, I was like, I will shout. But now I don't want to even do that anymore. I don't want to argue or shout with my partner, because that is wrong. That is wrong. I was acting like a child, right? And now I want to act like an adult.
Mm.
And yeah, that's that's how I was able to cope with my trauma.
Wow. You know what? It's funny because the other Filipina that's in the chat, Miwa, she had a very similar story. Very
Okay.
similar. Very similar story. How how she. It's just. Hmm. How can I put this nicely? It's just funny to me how even you know women of other cultures, even when they're going down the wrong path, somehow it seems that y'all have a way of getting back on the right path and holding yourself accountable and being like, okay, I should have been doing this.
Yeah.
But these women over here, Helga, oh, they can't.
I,
They what everything that you just said in the last 5 to 10 minutes, they can't do that. It's it's
no,
it's literally foreign to them.
it's more
Pun
like
pun
entitlement.
pun intended.
Yeah, I know. It's more like entitlement too, right?
Ooh. Oh,
It's
speaking. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Bro, let me get my shot. Let me get hold on. Let me shit. I'm sorry, Helga. My
all good.
chat crazy. Jacoby $5 said, Ron, let me shoot my shot real quick. Boy, this man Jacoby, this woman is in a relationship. Chill, man. Good God. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, for some reason the women here on like accountability, on like, yeah, I don't know. They're allergic to it. I'll say that. That's what I like to say.
Well, I know you responded to one of my video about how this woman said that we're only after green card. And I
Mhm.
was like, maybe to some Filipina, but we don't necessarily after green card because we know how to get our own green card. There's a lot of Filipinos and Filipinas who were able to come to the Western world without marrying a foreigner. All they did is like come here and work. And then again, a lot of people think that if you're a Filipina, you're automatically married to an old guy, and it's just crazy because a lot of them are telling us that we are a maid or a servant to our man because we cook and clean and do things for a man, do their laundry. And for me it makes me laugh because the thing that the stuff that they said and they think it's super hard to do, for us it's like nothing. That's nothing. Cooking and cleaning is nothing to us. We are happy to do that to our men. Because okay, I'll tell you why. So when we Filipina, how we were brought up from our parents, especially our mom, will tell us, since you're a girl, you will turn into a woman one day. And once you will become a woman, there's a chance you will end up marrying someone and you will have kids. And in order for you to be in that situation, you need to prepare yourself. How so? First, you need to learn how to clean the house. First, they always tell us to make our bed. That's the number one thing, because if you cannot make your bed, that means you should be an you should embarrass yourself. It's like a shameful thing to do if you don't make your bed. And then they always tell us, if you're a woman, you should know how to cook, you should know how to clean, and at the same time, no matter what, you must educate yourself. The reason why they are preparing us to know how to clean and cook and clean and other things is so that we can provide that to our men. It's kind of like it's like an our asset to give to us, to give to our men. Because we believe that in the Philippines, if we are not capable of doing such thing as a woman, no man will like us, because we believe that we Filipino, the man will provide while the wife is stay at home mom, and able to raise the children and take care of the children while the husband is away. And then hopefully by the time he comes home, there's already food on the table, because we already expect that he's tired from work, right? And we don't want him to do work because he's already tired. And that's who we are, Filipina. And that's why there's a lot of Filipino single mom, is because when we realize that our partner is no good, we don't care about leaving you. You know why? Because we know how to work. And that's why our parents are always, especially mom, they're always telling us, be sure to finish your school, because no matter what, when you don't have a partner in your life, you're still able to feed yourself. You don't necessarily need a man in your life and rely on his money, because you know how to work. However, if there's a man who's willing to respect you, love you, and honest to you, and do all good things to you, then that's a plus for us. And so that's how we are Filipina. We are capable of acting as a wife, and at the same time we're capable of working at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, it's another super chat. Man on the Move podcast with the 9.99 super chat says powerful message. Big ups to you and Helga. Thank you for that, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Man on the Move podcast, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel, man. He got great content.
Mm.
Um, let's see here. Am I caught up? I want to make sure I'm caught up. Yeah, please hit the like button, you guys. We got 228 watching, 192 likes. Please hit the like button, you guys, if you haven't already. Uh, this interesting. Never seen her before. Okay. I'm like
And
I'm starting to see more Filipinas watching my channel. Shout out to lovely Hippolito. Okay.
I'm not saying that all Filipinas are like that, Jerome. only
Right.
saying mostly the people who are like the Filipinas are like that are the Filipinas who were um born and raised in the province,
Oh.
because there are many Filipinas who are born rich, and they don't do those kind of things. They A lot of rich Filipina, they think like Western women.
Oh, so okay, you know what? Um, because there's another Filipina YouTuber. Her name is Rebeauty. She she was speaking on how it does seem that I don't want to say it on YouTube because they act weird about it. We'll say the woman's movement, the womanisms. Yeah, I know YouTube is so weird, Helga. But yeah, we'll say the womanist movement. Apparently, that seems to be seeping into the Philippines. I'm like, are you seeing that? And what's your thoughts on that?
So what's the women movement in terms of like?
The F word. I can't really say it because YouTube
Ah,
has said about. Well, the effingest. I can say effingest movement, but you know what
yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah.
say.
Like how we were okay serving our men. Is that what it is? Like they're
Oh no,
criticizing.
like I'm like, but like because like you were saying how you're starting to see women think like Western women. I'm like, are
Yeah.
you starting to see that like more? I mean,
Um,
because that's basically what it is
I have, as when I first came to Canada, I worked with a lot of Western women, and then sometimes they would invite me to their house, and then when I go to their house, I'm always shocked because they look so clean outside. They look so pretty. Their makeup is so perfect, but when you go to their house, I was like, "Are you sure it doesn't match to your beauty right here?" Because when you go to their house, it's really messy. garbage all over the floor, and some of them, they're like, their feminine products are like, they're throwing it on the floor, and then sometimes you see them under their bed. I was like, how could you not, this not bother you at all? And for me, I just keep my mouth shut, but at the same time, it makes my head like, oh, that's nasty, like that's crazy. And then again, I get to know or learn how the Western world's situation, how they were brought up by their parents. Their parents don't really necessarily tell them you need to clean your house, this and that. But in the Philippines, it's different. We would get smacked if we don't clean our room. It's like, what kind of woman are you? Is this going? Are you the kind of? Are you a lazy woman? A lot of men will leave you if you're like this. If you don't know how to cook, if you don't know how to do this, men will leave you. So that's kind of like, my mom would always tell me, do not be embarrassing in a way. Like, you need to know how to do all these things, because that's how you make your man happy. And now I realize that's what a lot of men's love language is, through their tummy. And I realized, okay, that's easy. That's really easy for me. But I also noticed that there are many good looking men too, that the men that I think, oh, he's so handsome and this and that. But then it seems like they're not really attracted to a lot of quality women. They're always, for them, it's more like quantity. And it may, it doesn't make any sense, because I guess they're used to that, right? It's, for them, it's more like, how can they make, how are they able to um convince someone to make their legs like that? Like, I don't want to say it, but you know what I mean? It's more like, you marry someone or you have a relationship with someone through their looks, not necessarily their value and quality. And I was like, okay, I guess one day I'll find the right man for sure. But yeah, like for the a lot of Western women, they can criticize us, they can bash us or judge us anytime they want. We don't really care, because we have a lot of asset as being Filipina or Asian. I know a lot of Asian women are like that too. I know Thailand for sure. Thai women are like that, similar to Filipinos. But yeah, we don't care.
Mhm. Okay. Hey, you guys. If the super chat isn't working, just cash at me, you guys. I appreciate it. Because I know YouTube be acting funny sometimes. Because there's been times where I've had to do that. I'll be watching somebody and I'll try to super chat them, and they're like not letting it go through, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, you know what?
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'll just cash app them, man. Like, I'm like, it's weird. I'm like, it's better to cash app anyway. So I'm like, cause YouTube takes like damn near half of your super chats anyway. Speaking of super chats, well, apparently it's working again, I guess. Isaac Rice Patty Daddy Leon with the $5 super chat says passports up. That's what's up. Yeah, put them up, you guys. Put them up. Put them up. Oh man, I'm like, I can't wait to start putting stamps in there. This is gonna be fun. Speaking of fun, I want to react to this video. I want to
Okay.
react to this video. So you guys, it's a video Filipina P just yeah, right. It's actually way better, man, because you know, yeah, YouTube don't can't take all like half of what y'all seeing. I mean, honest to God, with you guys, I would prefer y'all to cash out. Um, but yeah, I want to react to this video that the Filipina P put up. Looks like it was probably earlier this morning.
Okay.
Um, let's see. I am. Hold on. Ooh. All right. Let's see here. Get this set up. Oh no, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Let's see. Barry Hamilton with the 449. I believe that those are pounds. Super sticker. Appreciate that, Barry Hamilton. Yep, they sure do, man. And the cut is a little too high in my personal opinion, if you ask me. Let's see here. Get this set up. Uh, um, alrighty. Matter of fact, um, we should be good. I'm trying to make sure. Um, yeah, yeah, we should be good. Um, Biz TV with the $5 super chat. I mean, super sticker. Appreciate that, sir. Team Mason Plaza Home Design. I'm like, well, if he was, I'm like, that's fine. I'm like, it's not an issue. I don't know what that was about. Okay. All right. Give me a second, you guys. I'm trying to make sure we're good to go. Um, hey, you guys, let me know. Uh, 0.510, 35. Let us see here. Helga, let me know if there's somewhere where you want me to stop at. I'm gonna start playing it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic because I think whenever I do reactions, there seems to be a slight bit of an echo. I think I think you should be okay though, but I'm gonna mute my
Okay.
mic just to be
Just let me know.
yeah, just to be on the safe side. You guys let me know in the chat if it's like really bad. All right.
Here. And I'd like to ask you a question. Do you ever feel like the invisible man? Do you look in the mirror and see pretty much the same guy that's been looking back at you for decades? But somehow the opposite sex just seems to look right through you, like you weren't even there. You're no longer getting lingering glances or prolonged conversations. No flirting, no interest, no takers. Okay, so you might have gained a few pounds and maybe there's a little less fur on your noggin, but you've kept in pretty good shape and you consider yourself at least average looking. So what's going on? You're still worth the effort of someone's attention. But it feels like the only women who are interested in you are wanting something without having much to give in return. The woman with 3 kids from 2 different men, who's obviously looking for a soft place to land and have you finance her life. Or the party girl who's realized that the music has finally stopped and yours is the only chair that's available. And you get the feeling that they're not really excited about being with you. It's more like, you'll suffice. But where's that key ingredient? The passion. That feeling of, I can't wait to get the clothes off you and my hands on you. You might not be in your 20s anymore, but you're certainly not ready to give up that part of your life. So, where's the women who feel the same way about it that you do? Oh, they might pretend they're interested in riding the Boney Express, but we both know that a couple years from now, sex will be about the last thing on their to do list. And even more than that, where's their desire for genuine companionship and the mutual respect that keeps two people together for the long haul? You're not looking for a marriage of convenience or a business arrangement. You're looking for a partner in life. And it doesn't seem there's anyone out there who's wanting to partner up for the right reasons. Men are supposed to hold their value as they mature. So why aren't women seeing yours? Did you reach your expiration date without knowing it? Or have the women changed and their expectations have become ridiculous? And instead of being devoted partners, they seem more like opportunistic mercenaries. They get angry at the thought of doing your laundry, but sure don't mind taking you to the cleaners. Well, maybe you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And there are actually places left on earth where you can be appreciated for all you have to offer. Or maybe none of this applies and you're just looking for a cheaper place to live. Well, recently, a lot more Western guys have realized they have a possible answer to these problems. Some call it geo-maxing. Some people just call it getting on a plane. And some men, calling themselves passport bros, have decided to look for better pastures overseas. But whatever name you use, the strategy seems to be gaining momentum. The ultimate goal is to increase your value, both economically and in the dating market, by going where you can finally leave your invisible days behind and once again be seen. Sound impossible? Check this out.
That's great. Yeah, she has a lot of points.
Oh yeah, we just getting started. I didn't watch all of this, but like just watching that little intro before she like really got into it, I was kind of like, okay, let me see what she's talking about. Cause yeah, I'm like, we gonna break this down. Fair use, by the way, before I forget, fair use. And let me get caught up on the super chats. Jamal Fowler with the $20 super chat says, "What up, Rome? What up, Helga? Hope all is well this evening. Appreciate that, sir. Appreciate that." Man on the Move podcast said, "Didn't Helga start the Passport Kings hashtag?" I believe so, and I did a reaction to that video as well. I'm like, you think you started that, Helga?
Maybe. I think I did. Because I have a story why. Because there's this one guy who he is actually a black king. No, I don't consider him a black king because he has a bad attitude towards me. Uh, a lot of his um, content on TikTok, it's all about, so he's focusing on me, a lot of me. And he was telling me like he doesn't know, he like, I don't know what I'm talking about. What I say is wrong. He's been to the Philippines many times, therefore he knows way better than me and all this and that. And so everything he says about me, it's all negative things. And he's always reacting to me, and then he even responded to one of my comedy show where he took it seriously. So one day he ended up calling me, this girl is full of BS, and I call her, he basically called me the queen of controversy. And then so he gave me the idea, you know what, if you think I'm the queen, guess what, my partner is a king. So I said, you know what? These people who think that they're just like passport bros and all that, I'm gonna call these guys passport kings. If it
Oh,
right? Because I said passport king is because you should be treated like a king only if you're able to treat your women like a queen. So that's how I started it.
oh, okay. So that's the story about that. Okay,
Yeah,
I was wondering where that came from. I'm like, I appreciate you breaking that down because I was
not
always because when I reacted to it, I was like, I wonder what inspired her to like actually make that. I like because I
see,
thought that was so cool.
sometimes my haters inspires me. I don't hate them necessarily, but they always give me a lot of ideas about, because I'm very creative in a lot of ways, but the moment that I can smell or see something that I might be able to use it for my own benefits, then yeah, I can do it. And they don't realize that the bash thing that they are throwing against me, they don't know that it's valuable to me.
I'm like, okay, that's what's up. I like how you take what they do and flip it. I'm like that. That's definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another super chat. Let me make sure I get caught up. Woke Quill with the $5 super chat says 8,881. I'm sorry, 8,818 in New York, New York, to maintain the same standard of life that you can have with, well, basically 2,500 in Manila.
Or even less
Well,
than that. Only if you don't involve women.
wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
Whoa, interesting. That's good to know. Hmm. All righty. See, I'm like, I think that's another reason why places like, oh God. places like Thailand and the Philippines are so popular because what you get more bang for your buck. The cost of living
Mhm.
versus the price in comparison to Western countries like over here. It's kind of like, ugh. I'm like,
I act- I
I'm
actually
seeing,
lived in Thailand.
yeah, I'm seeing guys living way better than me off of less, and I'm just kind of like, I'm clearly living in the wrong country. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get my passport and see what else is out there. Yeah. So let's see. Jacoby McCovery, $5 super chat says those are called now. It's all Helga. You are going to run into a lot of those. It all. Did he word that wrong? Did I read that right? Those are called
I
know
think
it
I
all.
understand what he's saying.
Those are called know it alls.
Yeah.
Hell, you're gonna run into a lot of those. Oh
And you
yeah,
know what's
I had
funny,
to read that.
Rome? You know what's funny? You did actually mention that Mike something earlier. You mentioned Mike, a YouTuber Mike.
Oh yeah. Mike
He,
Philippines journey.
he's actually one of my basher too. He actually humiliated me
Oh
when I
wow.
first started my TikTok. Yeah. He humiliated
Oh,
me because he said that I've only watched it once. One of my TikTok followers told me, "Hey, someone was bashing about you." I was like, "Why? What did they say about me?" And so they tagged me to his video. Right, this was way back when I first started my YouTube channel, and so I watched it, and then he said some pretty nasty words about me. I was like, "Wow, this guy," because apparently he's lived in the Philippines for many years. So I was like, "Okay," but that was the only time I saw him bashing me. But I didn't care because, oh well, you don't know me well.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
I think he might have called me the toxic Filipina. He says he has
Oh,
one of a video of me like long time, maybe 2 years ago. He put like the toxic or maybe crazy Filipina, something like that.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. I was gonna say because I'm like I had him on my channel before. I mean, I will say this: he's very knowledgeable of the country. And the history of it. I'm like I learned more from him about the Philippines in what seemed to be about a half an hour than I did. You know the time that I've spent on YouTube and just hearing guys reaching out to me and telling me their story. So
I
um,
maybe he does, but at the same time he cannot always say he knows all the women because obviously you don't. It's just funny that a lot of people, one of my friend was trying to be on my side, trying to tell, like responding to the people who are commenting against me. And then what he did, like so my friend was telling, oh, that's not true. If you would look at her TikTok properly, if you try to understand, that's not what she's trying to say. And then why he would do that guy Mick, he would brush off all the comments, he would delete it so that, to prevent people from finding the truth who I was. Because he took my video from TikTok and put it as his content on YouTube.
oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that'll be another conversation for another day. Let's see. Let me get caught up on the super chats. Let's see. Wow, Helga, understand it takes a king to make a queen. I love it. Thank you. It's that time for the $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Uh, Eric Mohet with the I hope I pronounced that right. The $2 super chat says, "What up though, Ron? What's good, my G? Appreciate you." Thank you guys for the super chats and the cash apps. I really appreciate it, you guys. Much love. I appreciate it. Shout out to Miwa. Miwa. Alrighty. Let's see. Am I caught up? Am I caught up? Yes, man. Please subscribe to the travel channel, you guys. Alrighty. Yeah, Let's see. All right, I'm caught up. All right, let's continue the video, you guys.
Let's say you live in California and you have a house that's worth $1 million. Sounds like you're rich, right? But your place isn't really all that big, and after paying your property taxes and living expenses, you can barely afford McDonald's a few times a month. Right across the border in Arizona, you see a much larger house for sale that's only 300,000 in an area with a lower cost of living. Not only that, but the neighbors are really friendly and there's almost no crime. You work online, so you can pretty much go wherever you want and still get the same pay you're making now. So you say, well, that's a no brainer. I'm headed to Arizona. With one move, you just greatly improve your living conditions, cut your expenses in half, and stuffed $700,000 in your pocket. And now you live like a king. Tell anybody that story, and almost every single person who hears it is going to say, wow, that was a smart move. But tell people this story and watch the reaction you get. You've been busting your ass for 30 years at the same job, working all the overtime you could get so you could support your wife and kids. You didn't have a huge house, but you finally paid it off after you got the kids through college. You took early retirement and you were getting ready to enjoy the fruits of your labor, just as your wife decides that she needs to find herself and serves you with divorce papers. You lose everything, including the house and most of your savings. And now you're trying to figure out how you're going to survive on what every month. And you really miss having a relationship, but you're determined never to let a woman destroy you financially again. The problem is, when you look around to see who's available, you realize that no one's looking back at you. Women seem to actually despise you just for being a man, and you don't seem to get any respect despite all your years of being a good husband and father. There's a few overweight women in their 50s who wouldn't mind living in your house, but their idea of a good time is gardening, and they have little interest in seeing that your seeds get planted, even if you feel like you've got plenty of oats left to sow. So, you heard about this crazy idea where guys are liquidating their assets and relocating to places where their money goes a lot further, where the weather's nicer and the women still treat men like their valued partners. Trying to make things work there in the West by forcing a good enough relationship is like jamming a square peg in a round hole, and you've already had enough of getting jammed and pegged by your ex. So you're gonna go where women are still women and get another shot of happiness. A real shot. After looking at the numbers and researching the culture, you've decided to take a trip there in person to check it out. Now try telling that story to people, especially to women. If you're expecting them to say, wow, smart move, then you probably got a surprise coming. The response you're more likely to hear is, you're a dirty pervert who can't get a real woman, so you're gonna go buy a poor little girl from some third world asshole. But what's the difference? In both stories, it's location, location, location. And it's about maximizing your value and your quality of life wherever you go. You're just making the best hand out of the cards you were dealt. And in this case, going overseas allows you to reshuffle the deck. And that's what a smart person does. Let's face it, money equals power, equals status, equals attraction. That's no big secret. So, doesn't it make sense to maximize those things? Because you're worth a lot more in other places, not just in terms of money, but in terms of all the other qualities that you have to offer too. Taking the show overseas doesn't mean you can't get a woman in the West. It means you can get a better deal elsewhere. So, where is it that Western men are going? You might not have noticed, but I haven't mentioned the Philippines yet. Not one single time. That's because men are also trying countries like Brazil, Colombia, Thailand, the Dominican Republic, Russia, and Ukraine, to name just a few. Although I don't imagine those last two are currently in the running.
I call that date rape. The man got date rape.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We
Divorce
can't.
rape, sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, we can't say that R word on there. Yeah, yeah, YouTube
Sorry.
would be out there.
Is that
Uh,
right?
um, let me see here. Let me get. I wanted to. Oh no, because I was gonna say. Um, because when she said Ukraine and Russia, I was kind of like, not right now. Not the way things are going right now. Uh, let me start with the $1 sticker from Peanut. Appreciate you. Oh man, here we go. See, look what y'all done started, man. What's up, Ron? What's up, Chad? What's going on, Mike? Oh Lord, here we go. I'm like, see, look what y'all done got started, man. Please be cordial, you guys. All right. Well, let me screen fair use and YouTube, please don't take my video down.
I'm sorry.
Helga said that by accident.
By accident. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we you yeah just put just put the letter G in front of it. That's like the substitute. That's typically what's said on YouTube. Um, all right, let's keep it moving, you guys. Fair use.
But since I'm familiar with the Philippines, that's what I'm gonna talk about. And here's some of the reasons why it's such a popular destination. Now, most of you that watch my channel are already familiar with what I'm about to say, so just humor me for the sake of the new folks. The Philippines is extremely visa friendly. It's one of the easiest places to stay almost indefinitely on a tourist visa if you want to. And all you have to do is leave the country for 1 day every 3 years. That gives you plenty of time to decide if you like it here without having to shell out money for a retirement visa, which some foreigners never even bother to get. As well as our local languages, we speak English here. We listen to Western music and we get the same movies you do. So the culture shock you're gonna face in other countries largely doesn't exist here. Trust me, that's a big plus. We're more accepting of foreigners too, and most Westerners say they feel very welcome here, unlike countries with higher levels of xenophobia. Japan comes to mind. It's expensive to live there, and you'll never be accepted as one of them, and there's a cultural stigma attached to dating non Japanese. The women there will actually hide your relationship from their families, many of whom would never accept you, making for quite a mess sometimes. The same situation exists to varying degrees in China and South Korea, and even somewhat in Thailand. Filipinas, on the other hand, are generally proud to be dating you. And once your relationship is for real, expect to be introduced to more family and friends than you can imagine. It's getting away from them that's the hard part. Healthcare is cheap here, and we have modern facilities and medications that are available for a fraction of the cost in the West. Unless, of course, you currently have free healthcare, which we do not. And probably the biggest economic benefit you'll find here is the cost of housing. Rent is much lower than many Western countries, and you can get a really nice apartment for under 300 bucks a month. So what does it cost to live here in relative comfort? While many people will say you can live here for less, I recommend 1,000 to 1,500 US dollars per month. That means if you only have 12,000 US dollars per year, you can live just fine. Not exactly a Western lifestyle, but plenty good enough. If you want to see the actual breakdown of a typical budget, there's a link to a video I did on a subject that you might find interesting. Now, I haven't mentioned anything about the women, us Filipinas, because I don't think I really need to. If you watch my channel, or if you're going to watch my channel, you'll see plenty of interviews with people on the street and what we think about you. We're generally a kind and caring people who are easy to get along with. And contrary to what some people claim, no, we're not just faking our attraction to you to get to your money. Economic stability is important. Of course it is. But the connections and relationships we make with you are real. Don't believe me? Then listen to the words of a legend in the manosphere, Rollo Tomasi, author of the best-selling book, The Rational Male. He's an expert in human behavior and sexual selection, and he spent time here in the Philippines himself. He certainly should know what he's talking about, and this is what he has to say.
The Philippines is like a different world. You're maybe a 4 or 5 here, and women won't give you the time of day here. You go over to the Philippines, they're very feminine. They're like, they pay attention to you. They want to be with you. Now, is that attraction genuine? I would say definitely it is when you're there.
She is right.
So, are you familiar with the cost of living over there?
Yes, I am. As she said that the hospital is cheap, maybe for the foreigners, but not necessarily for our people. Because the thing is, in the Philippines, when you go to the hospital, they would not even admit you without paying down payment. They don't care if you end up losing your life. As long as you don't pay something ahead, they're not gonna accept you. That's the only thing that a lot of Filipino struggles. But like she says, is it's cheap? I would say yes and no. Yes, I know. For the foreigners with a lot of money, sure it is.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Got a super chat here. I'm not sure what that currency is. Um, Team Mason Plaza Home Design. Said, can you go in with Helga on the lady with one eye?
What's that?
Oh my God! It's this lady I did a reaction to video earlier. Are you familiar? Have you ever seen Lord of the Rings?
Yes, yes.
Do you remember Smeagol?
Yes, I do. My precious. I can even imitate his name. Or my precious.
Oh my God, Helga! If you saw, whenever you get a chance, just look at my. Oh my God, you got to see. Just the thumbnail alone is gonna kill you. I'm telling you right
I
now.
think I've seen that posting Golem there. But sure, I'll watch that.
I literally got her. I literally got her and Smeagol next to each other, so that way you can like make the comparison for yourself. It's hilarious. That was the first thing everybody was saying in the comments was like, Rome, that thumbnail is off the chain. I'm like, y'all know my sense of humor. I'm like, y'all know how I am. Thanks for that super chat. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm like, that's one of the things that I've noticed about Filipinas. Like, I'm like, it seems most of y'all have very, very good sense of humor. Every single one from you, True Girls, Miwa. Yeah, I'm like, all of them have had really, really good sense of humor, man. That's something that I've found very common with Filipinas.
Yeah, you're right about that word. We laugh, right, to get away from sadness, and because there's no point of getting sad as long as we're surrounded by our family and friends. Then we're happy. We try to make fun each other, and for us, we don't find that insulting because it's normal to us. But if you're someone who don't know who we are and what we are, yes, you will get offended, but for us it's very normal. And also, you mentioned earlier Smeagol and Golem. We do treat our man like Golem. We for instance, this is our man. We do like, my precious, this is mine. That's how we do our man. Like, back up, ladies. This man is ours. So we are very territorial as a Filipina. Once, especially if we find a man that is worth it, we must protect him so that no other Filipina will steal him away from us. That's how we are. I don't know if we're crazy that way, but it's just who we are, right? We're very territorial women.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I definitely hear that a lot as well. I'm like, that's not a bad thing though.
No.
I, I definitely don't believe that's a bad thing at all. I'm gonna go ahead and play the rest of this. It's like 3, 4 minutes left.
So there you have it from the man himself. In his opinion, the attractions are real. Now you might be wondering, what do I get out of this? Why do I sometimes make videos that seem to promote the Philippines? Well, the answer is nothing much. I don't get paid by the government to lure foreigners to the Philippines. I don't have a secret deal with the Board of Tourism. The only thing I get is views on my videos, but I can easily make videos about plenty of other topics instead if I wanted to. It doesn't personally affect me if you come here or not. I'm just providing you accurate information about the subject so you can make an informed choice. The truth is, I just like to see people happy. And to me, having some of you nice folks here is a win win for everyone. We're actually glad to have you. It's good for the economy. And you folks generally seem to be law abiding guests in our country. But the biggest reward is all the emails I get from happy couples who've used my videos to not only find each other, but understand each other. And that's a reward all by itself. That's not to say that everything's peachy keen here. So watch my videos talking about the flip side, the negative things that you'll encounter if you live here. I always tell both sides of the story, and it's not my intention to paint a rosy picture that doesn't measure up to reality. And with the good, there's always some not so good. But many guys have taken the plunge and now call the Philippines their home. And remember, if you don't like it here, you can always go back where you came from or try someplace new. No hard feelings. So the next time someone hands you that old line about, you're such a loser that you have to go to the other side of the world to find a woman, just smile and say, actually, I'm a smart shopper who knows where the best deal is, and I'm brave enough to go get it. Well, that's it for today. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll be back on Tuesday with something new. Till then, folks.
Amen, sister. Yep.
Uh, yeah, I'm like, cause I had watched a little bit of that. I was like, you know what? I was like, before I bring Helga on, I'm like, let me see what she thinks about this. Um, yeah, I'm like, so final thoughts.
A lot of what she says is right. I agree with her. And I know I sorry for jumping out the word earlier. I just kind of like sometimes when I hear a man and then end up being divorced and next thing you know all the wife just because you're the wife you're entitled to take most everything that he's worked for. And for me it's not right. That's why I call that divorce, the other word. And
Mhm.
so yeah, yeah, she's right. A lot of people here, foreigners, they try to work so hard to maintain a beautiful woman, and they think that this women will stick with me forever. But once they realize that, hey, I find something better, I find something that can sustain my needs, and I don't want you anymore, and they will always initiate some sort of fights or so that they end up using, oh, let's divorce and all that. But in the Philippines it's different. We don't That's why it's divorce is not allowed, because they would want us to try our best to stick to the family rather than like, oh, let's just get divorced because we're fighting. We always try to make peace all the time. Like, what is the problem with your family? Like, you can do that. Don't just separate. You have kids and all that. And again, like in the Philippines, when we divorce and all that, it's not like we take everything from you. A lot of us Filipino have conscious, but in here it's like the society, they tell you that if you're a woman, you're entitled to most a lot of his thing. And for me, like, that's wrong. It's just not wrong because he worked hard for it, right? Just
Mhm.
because you're the wife, you own pretty much everything he has. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I was in a relationship with my first boyfriend where I own a car, and we did break up, um, mutual breakup. It was a mutual agreement that hey, it doesn't work anymore. But because he lives out east, and I live here in the west, I had to come back here, and then I brought my car, and I said to him, you know what, you can have my car. You can, it's yours, because you know what, you have been good to me. You've never done anything bad to me. You deserve the car. I know you will take care of the car. And a lot of people are saying, the western people's like, what, you just easily give your car? I was like, why not? It doesn't bother me. He deserves it. Like, that's what we Filipina, if you really think, like, for instance, if you end up with a toxic partner here in the western world, I mean, if we Filipina end up with a man who are abusive to us, and then you really care about your money, don't worry, we're not gonna take it from you. You can have it all. We know how to make our own money. And for sure, a lot of Filipinas out there were probably influenced by a lot of westernized Filipina, and that's why, yeah, you need to take everything from him. But for us, we don't. That's not our attitude. We don't try to take what you work hard in your life. We are very understanding people, as long as you talk to us properly and kindly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get caught up on the super chats. Intech one with the $2 super chat says P is professional, well spoken. Like her for that. All right. $5 super chat from Jacoby McCovery says, Rome, you know the hyenas are gonna react to this.
Bring it, bring it.
Oh, and Helga says she want the smoke, y'all. Y'all hear that? Whoa. She said she want the smoke. Oh man. So think I'm caught up. So I'm gonna go. So we're like creeping up on 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go here. Any last words for the people at home watching before you go?
At home in the Philippines?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I got people watching from all over. So
Oh,
and we currently got 232. You guys, please hit the like button. You guys.
well, for me, I always tell this to people. If you end up finding a relationship, not necessarily like either foreigner or like they're Filipina, don't just because they're beautiful, don't jump in right away. Okay, you guys, I know you guys are watching, don't jump in right away. Wow, she's so beautiful, she's too good to be true, I want to make her happy. You need to know her attitude, you need to know who she is, because you may think she's beautiful, but is her quality of attitude, is it good or not? There's a chance she could scam you. And that's the thing, a lot of Filipina, they use their beauty to uh, scam a lot of foreigners, right? And then that's why I keep telling, do not marry or jump into the conclusion right away without knowing who she is in reality. Like, even if it's gonna take you a year or two, like, I'm also, this is a message to Filipinas. Even if you need to know the guy, just because, like, oh, I've been single for such a long time, I really need to marry now. Like, I know we always like to think about marriage all the time, but you need to get to know the guy first to see if is he abusive, is does he have a bad attitude, and ask him. Like, a lot of men, they are divorced multiple times. That's kind of a red flag too, because why are you divorced multiple times? If I hear that you were divorced one time, and then next thing you know, you were with her for, you were with your ex for such a long time, then I would see that, okay, like, that's fine. But when you hear someone divorce after divorce after divorce, then that's a red flag. And then again, a lot of this Filipina, they're very desperate to get married right away, and they just jump in. Oh no, I'm married, especially I'm married to foreigners. And yes, get to know someone, regardless if it's a Filipina or a foreigner. Get to know, invest in getting to know each other before you jump into the conclusion. Otherwise, you're gonna end up regretting a lot of things. I wish, I wish, I wish, but again, you did. So yeah, that's my message to both sides.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Um, All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let her go because we are creeping up on 2 hours. I promise I wouldn't do more than 2 hours. Um, Helga, I'm so glad we finally got to do this. Thank you
Yes,
so much for coming on.
anytime.
Um, I don't know, maybe somewhere in the future, maybe we can do this again. I would love to like get. I'm like, cause I'm trying to think. Let's see, I've had Miwa. I said I had Miwa on here. I've had you on here, and I've had True Girls on here. Trying to think if I had any other Filipinas on here. No, because what I was thinking about doing was if it is possible, I don't know, timing is tough, but if I can like get all of you on here at the same time and kind of have like a panel, I think that would definitely be. I mean, I'm seeing 200 people in the chat right now. If I can get all three of you on here at the same time, I think we could probably double that. I think that'd definitely be
Yeah, for sure.
that would be must see. So
Yeah,
like I'll definitely be keeping in contact, and I'll reach out to Miwa
for
and I'll reach out to the True Girls, see if we can get that jumping. Um, I don't know what things are gonna look like, once I leave Colombia, but I'm definitely gonna still be running this channel as well.
for
Um,
sure.
so um thank you for coming on.
And thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure.
Yes, that's what's up. And thanks for telling everybody I look like Tupac because that's like never gonna end now.
Wow, you should take it as a compliment then.
Yeah, yeah.
And you must you must act like Tupac now.
Yeah. My ambitious as a rider. Yeah, I grew up on Tupac. Shout
Okay,
out to
cool.
Tupac, one of the greatest of all time. He's definitely one of the goats. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Helga.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Yo, shout out to Helga. Okay, Michael Davis, $5 super chat says, salute Helga, you're the best. Keep speaking the truth. We need you in these passport status. That is damn right, man. Damn right, man. Shout out to her, bro. Yes, you guys, please hit that like. Please hit that like button on your way out. I'm gonna go ahead and retire here. Um, I am going to be going live tomorrow, probably around 8 or 9 o'clock. I'll end up posting that in the community tab. Um, please put the link up, one of you guys, to my travel channel. Yeah, right on time. Appreciate you, brother. On your way out, also, man, please hit the link on that. Subscribe. I got a 30-minute prologue video, man. Bro, I got, bro, I'm telling y'all, I got some content lined up for you guys when I'm going to Barranquilla, bro. It's one of the reasons why I'm so busy, man. I'm behind the scenes going back and forth with people that are already down there, people that are going to be down there when I'm down there. I got content lined up for you guys, bro. Food, we're gonna be walking around. They're gonna be showing me around the city, all that, bro. It's gonna have that Ace Live vibe. That's what I'm going for, bro. I want to immerse with the people, bro. I'm trying to give everybody what they asking for, a little bit of everything. All right. Please subscribe to that channel, you guys. All right. Man, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait, bro. I'm really excited, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate everybody that sent the super chat, cash app. Appreciate the love, you guys. All right. Make sure y'all hit me up live tomorrow. I'm gonna be reacting to this. We got another panda bear, y'all, that seemed to have lurked throughout the shadows. Any of y'all familiar with Ace Metaphor? I'm cooking him tomorrow. So, all right. Until the next live, y'all. Deuces. And y'all know how we ride out, man.